secrets of different bills. Hey, don't condemn me, you need it, I got it listed, yeah. You wanna make it, I'll show you just how to make it, yeah. I got all the rarest bills, and I ain't done yet. Went from the finish to making bills like a prospect. Flow space and slashes to catching us with a lot of threat. You keep the medals cause the right one's coming up next. Only scratch the surface, still they try to drag my name in dirt, they try to bring me down. See me winning, you ain't like me then.
Yo, what's good, my nephews and nieces? This is your favorite uncle, Uncle Demi, and today I have another special banger for you, right? Today I'm gonna give you the top 5 Pro Toon builds in NBA 2K25. But before we get into the video, make sure you drop a like, subscribe. As like of the video, push the video to the recommended, and of course subscribe and put your note again for my daily uploads. Without further ado, let's hop straight into this video. Okay, so if you do not know about Pro Toon builds, all you have to do is come over here to the Pro Toons, all right? And these Pro Toon builds are literally made by Visual Concepts dev team, and they make some really good builds. So to be honest with you, we're splitting hairs here when I'm giving you my top 5, but I thoroughly believe that these guard builds, center, small forward builds that I'm about to give you are really good, okay? So the first one is going to be, it's right here, the generational guard, okay? 6'3", 213 pounds, all right? And let's just break it down here. So the reason why I feel like this is, first of all, we all know that defense, or a lot of these smaller guard builds are able to do a little bit of everything. And I feel like this one is able to do that. One thing that really separates it is it has a lot of strength. So it gets strong handles on Hall of Fame. So you get lightning launch on Hall of Fame. You have really good dribbling, right? But now you have strong handles, which is going to help you get to the basket. You have the ability to shoot really well. And as you can see here, your 3-point shot can go all the way up to a 94. So what does that mean? Well, the big one is that you're able to get mini marksmen. So I definitely recommend you using your cap breakers here. Using your cap breakers does not change the name. It'll still say generational guard. So you will be able to have the mini marksman on go, which a lot of people are very high on. And then you can use your max +1 to get that on Hall of Fame. And now you're basically a just all around lockdown, shooting, contact dunking. As you can see right here, you have the 87 driving dunk with the 75 vert. You also could, if you're already happy with this 89 and you want to go more of the slashing route, then you can use 2 cap breakers here to get your driving dunk to an 89, and then use 3 cap breakers here to get this vert to a 78. And now you're able to get the 1 foot and 2 foot pro contact dunk animations. So there's so many different things you could do here, the route that you'll want to go. And in my humble opinion, this is definitely one of the best guard builds that you can get from the Pro Toon side, right? The other one is going to be a lockdown, all right? Now this lockdown to me is just pretty dope. It's called a two-way general. So the name is automatically A tier. This is major juice when it comes to a name, right? But he's 6'2", and then as you can see here, 92 perimeter defense with a 91 ball handle. But again, it's just like the generational guard, except this one has more contact dunks, okay? So this one right here gets you gold posterizer, okay? But when you come down here to the ball handle, you can get your ball handle up to a 95, which again will give you the Steve Francis size up. And then of course you'll still get the ankle assassin. As you can see right here, you get your ankle assassin on Hall of Fame by going to 95. And of course, as I come back over here, as I keep on messing up, your ball handle, again, as you can see right here, will become Hall of Fame. And then of course your unpluckable will become, I think your unpluckable comes all the way up to, let me make sure. Your unpluckable by going 95 will become gold. So you have the ability to upgrade the ball handle, have elite defense, have really good shooting, and then of course elite finishing at the basket. To me, I just feel like this is a really dope one. So the two-way general is really strong. Now from the shooting guard spot, you're gonna have to go over to the defense again, and it's called clamps. Now you might be asking yourself, well, why you keep on going to the defensive side? Because guards can do it all this year, okay? And if you're making a guard that doesn't have any defense, it's basically just wasting that build, especially if you're not playing Pro-Am. If you're playing Pro-Am or you're in Proving Grounds with a dedicated team running, that makes sense, okay? You have a specialized guard build, right? With the only thing it does is just shoot. But if you're talking about something that can do all park, 1v1, 2v2, then you gotta have defense. And Clamps is, to me, very good, okay? Like, it's not even a debate, all right? As I accidentally pushed ahead and make the shades of. But I guess you can see what it does too if you get on. Like, you'll see that it says Clamps, right? But all right, so let's go back to Eddie build. So what you're gonna see here is that it's 6'3", and again 6'3", 6'4", 6'2", 5'11". I mean, like, I've seen them all for the guards builds, right? But what makes this one really, really good is that, as you can see here, you have the 89, right? So you have the 89 already, which as a two-way general only had 85, so you have that already. You can do the same thing. You can add 2 cap breakers here to get this to an 89, and you can add your 3 cap breakers here to get this to a 78 and be able to get the 1 foot and 2 foot pro contact dunk animations. But as you can see here, the big one is that this one has a 96 still. So now at that 96 still, you get glove on gold and you get the interceptor. But you also have the ability to use cap breakers to get your challenger on Hall of Fame, your on-ball menace on Hall of Fame, and your pick dodger on Hall of Fame, okay? So you are able to get the Hall of Fame while going all the way up to a 97 on your perimeter defense, if that's what you wanted to do. Or you could just keep this the way it is and then put it all on your ball handle. This will get all the way up to a 91 ball handle. And again, by having that 91 ball handle, you will get your handles for days on gold. And then another thing is that it opens up so many more dribble animations. Or again, so many choices here. You can go ahead and add them to your speed with ball and be able to get that lightning launch on Hall of Fame. So you can see what this cap breakers do just by being a starter 3 can do for you. Or if you're not even close to starter 3, just use these builds the way that they are, and you're gonna have a lot of fun with them because they're really good. Okay, so now let's head over to the last 3. So their small forwards and power forwards are really good. One thing I will point out though is that the reason why I feel like a lot of these power forward and small forward ones are just not gonna work for me is because of the speed. Okay, so let's come over here to the lockdowns, right? You see right here, let's go to small forward lockdowns. And this is where I feel like, all right, you see right here, the Sniper Sentinel. We all know that everybody's making a 6'4" demigod lockdown, right? And that is, all those have really high speed, 92 agility type stuff. These lockdown builds are really big. Look at that 79 speed. All these guards are gonna have, the 91 speed with ball. They're too slow, right? So when you're asking that, same thing here, like when you go over here to the multi-facet star, like this really dope, right? But look at the speed, 75 speed, 71 agility, 70 speed. So the reason why a lot of these builds I did not utilize was because they're just too slow and they're not currently where the meta is, right? A lot of the guards and wing players are smaller, quicker, faster, and can do everything, okay? So that's the reason why you're not seeing any of these builds that are going to be utilized here. I know a lot of people are going to be like, well, what about the instrument of buckets? Okay, so same thing here. 6'4" instrument of buckets, but look at the defense. As we all know, you can make a 6'4" demigod build, lockdown build, and have everything. This instrument of buckets, perimeter defense, and still is just too low. It's not going to be, if you're going to spend $100 and something, this is not what I want you to spend $100 and something on. Why not spend $100 and something on, again, here we go to balance, and then look at this one right here, the generational guard. Look at all that green that you see. He's 6'3", he has good defense, he has good ball handling, good shooting, good finishing, etc. So that's the reason why a lot of these builds I'm trying to let you know is that these smaller guards can do everything. If your build doesn't, if you have a guard that can't do everything, then you're basically just wasted your money unless you're having a good time. If you're having fun with it, fine, have fun. But if you're asking me what are the best are the small guards that can do everything. Now let's go to the last 3. Okay, I'm sorry, the last 2. And it is going to be from the center position, it's going to be the Arc Anchor, okay? So the Arc Anchor is really good. I made this one myself. And again, what it hits on is a couple things that you would want, right? It's a stretch and it can shoot. It has an 89 mid-range with a 83 3 ball. You can use that +1 cap breaker to get this jump the mid-range to a 90. It has post control. It has the pro contact dunks. It has the Shaq dunk packages. It has the paint prodigy on silver. You have the ability for the pass accuracy to get to a 78. And then of course, you have the block. Now, what you can do is if you have cap breakers, you can get this up to a 97. And of course, by going to that 97, your paint protector will go up to Hall of Fame. And then of course, you also will be able to get this up by moving your speed up to a 66. So you have the ability for the steals for interceptor, but to me as a center that can have good interior defense, good rebounding, the ability to set screens because you still get the gold brick wall, and then of course you can shoot lights out. This is the perfect popper build that you can utilize. And again, there is so many different builds that you can pick from, but to me, I feel like this is the better version at 7 feet. And again, that speed is really good, okay? And then the last one, again, we're pulling hairs here, but the last one I think that is going to be really good is if you go to balance and then you go to universal big. So universal big is 7'1", 87 pass accuracy, 93 block. The only thing that you can get a nicket for is it only has an 85 defensive rebound. But again, the 85 defensive rebound, it does give you the gold box out. Yes, you will need a 92 offensive defensive rebound. That's not going to happen. But look at everything else it has. A 93 block, right? So it has the ability to get the paint protector. You can also use your cap breakers here to get this to a 97 to get Hall of Fame cap breaker, right? Then you come up here. Again, we talked about the pass accuracy. You get break starter on gold. But look at the shooting. 90 mid-range, 83 3-ball, 87 post control. You can use 5 cap breakers here to get this to elite big man standing dunks with gold rise up. You still have a good dunk packages, right? And you have an extremely high 92 close shot, which gives you paint prodigy on gold. You got hook specialist on gold and flow game. So to me, these are the 2 best centers that you can get here, okay? Again, they do it all. If you're somebody that's looking for, and I would do like a bonus one, okay? So if we was to do a bonus, the one that I would say that is really good is if you come over bonus version. Like this would be number 6. And I thought about like, should we do it? Should I not use them? Should I, that type of deal? And it's going to be this one right here, which is going to be called Glass, okay? It has a 78 pass accuracy, 85 mid-range to 79 3-ball. It has a 90 standing dunk, right? So there's some good things about this one that I like. I felt like the other ones had some little tad bit better attributes, but just to be called Glass, I think is pretty dope. It's a good name and it's a really good build. And I was kind of splitting hairs on whether or not I want to put them in there, but now that I'm sitting here doing it right now, I say, why not? Let me go ahead and add them in there. So that's what I did. So now you have the ability to, also take this one into consideration. I feel like this is a good honorable mention of one. So, and then if you wanted to do a pair inside, the only pair inside, which I have this build, but a lot of people aren't really big on using pair insides. But for me, the pair inside that I used was called boards, okay? And the reason why I have boards made, and a lot of people don't like using pair insides because it clogs the paint, but I run a lot of random rec and I use this because I know how to utilize a hook shot and still keep spacing. But you have the ability to use your +5 here to get the elite big man contact dunks and rise up on gold, which I did use. And then of course, you have the ability to get the legend, right? Off rip, rebound chaser, and box out. You have 96 strength. So it's very fun to utilize this one. I just know some people aren't really big on using insides, but if you are somebody that's cool to inside, I personally have this. You see me a lot in the rec with this build. I use it a lot, but this is a good one too. But those are my top 5 with 2 honorable mentions. Let me know in the comment section what you think about these builds. And of course, it's your favorite old head, Uncle Demi. I'll be back really soon on the Banger Man. When I say back soon on the Banger, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I'm talking about tomorrow, man. I'm out.